I do have a lot of examples of how I've applied the Bible. One in business that's kind of fun happened very early in our consulting business. I had a partner who thought I had a lot of ability, but I did not feel comfortable with people who came from very strong academic backgrounds and were at prestigious universities. And probably because I had wanted to get an MBA along the way and just it hadn't worked out. So a woman called and said, I have a very talented CEO from one of the top universities in the country. Just went on and on about how brilliant this young man was, and he needs a lot of executive coaching. Would you come work with him? And all I could think about was how unprepared, unqualified I felt. And I told my partner that I was going to turn it down. He was horrified. And we were going out of town for several weeks on an assignment. And he said, could you just wait to turn it down when we get back? And during the time we were away, he kept trying to convince me I shouldn't do that and I should take it. So I thought the very least I could do was go and tell this person in person that I couldn't do it, but I knew a lot of people and I would be happy to recommend someone. And in the building, as I was going to his office, I remember this very vivid experience in the elevator of really praying. And that's one of the outcomes of studying the Bible and having a regular spiritual practice. I read the Bible every morning. And it was very natural to turn to God in prayer and said, what should I do? And there was a verse from Isaiah that has meant a lot to me through the years. And could I read it just briefly? It's from Isaiah 41:19. This is from the New Revised Standard Version. I will make the wilderness a pool of water and the dry land springs of water. I will put in the wilderness the cedar, the acacia, the myrtle, and the olive. I will set in the desert the cypress, the plane, and the pine together, so that all may see and know, all may consider and understand that the hand of the Lord has done this. The Holy One of Israel has created it. Well, the reason for starting Bible Roads was to help people understand how verses like this that don't seem to be relevant to anything are incredibly relevant. And what is meaningful to me in this verse is it's about people coming out of captivity. These were the Jews being freed from Babylon, going home to their kingdom of Judah after the Babylonian exile in the 6th century. And it has echoes of the first Exodus when they left Egypt and went to the Promised Land. And that's very intentional on the author's part. But what it's saying is not, I'm going to put saplings out in the desert for your journey. I'm going to set and place fully grown trees. Why? For shade, trees that can help you right now on this journey. And the way I translated that to my current experience was, I actually had everything I needed to help this person. And I wanted to do it through love, because that's the underpinning of the whole Bible. So as I went into his office, thinking the most loving thing to do was refer him to someone more qualified, he launched into his problems. And it wasn't probably 2 or 3 minutes before I just realized, I know how to help him. And all these ideas came to me. Well, that was the beginning of an assignment that went on for over a year, was very financially lucrative, and we ended up, I think it was from that assignment, having a new down payment for a lovely new home. But that was all because the Bible was there when I needed it, and the ideas were there because of familiarity. And that's what I want to share with other people.